Hi everybody, welcome into this week's CBS Fix. Hope you had a wonderful week. In this week's Parsha, Parshas Tetzaveh, we learn about the holy vestments, the holy clothing that the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, wore when he performed the service in the temple, in the Mishkan, later in the Beis HaMikdash. And I want to talk to you about these different vestments that they had to wear. Now, Truma, which was last week's Parsha, and Tetzaveh, which is this week's Parsha, they're not one long Parsha. However, they do teach us different things. And Truma taught us how Hashem set up his house, how it was built, from the different dimensions of everything. And Tetzaveh talks about now the person, the Kohen, who is actually going to be acting out the service. And the person that was acting out the service also had to wear specific clothing. And the question is, what is this lesson for me and you? As we know that all the Torah's lessons are not just there specifically for that, but they extend to our everyday life. And the question is how? So Truma teaches us the same way Hashem built his house with certain things in it, and certain things that could not be in there. It's a lesson for us as well. Hashem wants our homes to also be homes of sanctity, homes of holiness, homes of Kedusha. And the way that is that we're very careful and we're very specific with what we allow into our homes and how we allow them into our homes, or when we allow them into our homes. Because in order for our homes to attain a level of spirituality and holiness, we have to be very, very careful with how we build our home. It has to be a mikdash ma'at, a mini mikdash. And in order for us to have that, the home has to be constructed in a certain way. Not necessarily in a physical way, but what we allow to bring into that home, we have to be very careful with. And then we come to this week's Parsha. This week's Parsha talks about the Kohen. And the Kohen who wore those garments, the verse says he wore them lechavod ulesifaris, for glory and for beauty. Now, the glory that he gets that glory because of the fact that he was appointed to be Kohen Gadol. That is his glory. The beauty is because just the fact that he's wearing those clothing in honor of Hashem's sake, that's why he wears them, which is a lesson for us as well. The clothing that we wear point out who we are as a people for glory, because we were appointed to be Hashem's people. Therefore, we're given a specific way of dress, a specific mode of dress. And I don't necessarily mean white shirt and black pants, but I do in a sense. And in any way that we can stick out as Jewish people, the same way that Kohen Gadol wore specific garments that it was obvious that he was the Kohen Gadol, so too us, because of our appointment as being part of Hashem, the more we stick out as being Hashem's Kohanim, Hashem's priests, meaning the ones that do the service, and then we're all like a mini priest, and we're all in service of Hashem. So we have to do our 8 holy garments, whether that's our yarmulke, whether we as women we cover our hair and we wear skirts that are past our knees, and whether we wear a beautiful suit and a tie in Shabbos, and our black hat that we wear. Or make sure to keep our payas, so we don't make sure not to cut them off. The object is to stick out as much as we can as Jewish people. Why? Because we're proud. It's a glory for us. It's a glory for us that Hashem appointed us to be his chosen nation. So whether you're a woman, whether you're a man, it doesn't matter. Wear the clothing of a Jewish person for your own glory, and certainly for a beauty for Hashem. Every time you wear that with honor. Hashem gets honored as well. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.